So we are traveling through Stanley Park in Vancouver, BC, Canada. We're starting a 10-day road trip through the Canadian Rockies. We're traveling with our dog, Mr. Dickens. And Stanley Park is Vancouver's treasure. It's a huge urban park named for Lord Stanley back in the 19th century. And yes, that's the same Stanley they named the NHL Hockey Championship Cup for. Now, we've gone from the bridge over to Horseshoe Bay, which, as you can see, is a small seaside village nestled in the mountains. It's the starting and ending point for ferry travelers going to Vancouver Island, Bowen Island, or the Sunshine Coast, and they get 60 arrivals of these ferry boats a day. Now, we're not taking the ferry today. We're going east on Highway 1, the Trans-Canada, but Horseshoe Bay is a great place to start this road trip. And the park on the shore is a gold mine for dogs who love to sniff, as Mr. Dickens does. We're at the edge of what's been known as the Salish Sea, since the name was officially adopted in 2010 to honor the indigenous Coast Salish people who have lived along this coastline for thousands of years. The sea itself includes the Strait of Georgia, the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and Puget Sound. And after a cup of coffee and tea and a nice lunch, we're going to be getting on to Highway 1 and heading east toward Abbotsford and Chilliwack. This is Highway 1. It's known as the Trans-Canada Highway, and it's here that you get your first glimpse of the Rocky Mountains, faint on the horizon, but pulling us forward with every mile. And Mr. Dickens is shifting from one window to another, occasionally climbing around the back, and he's a fantastic traveler. No complaints, no car sickness, just quiet excitement. The first stop that we're making along the way, you have to make a lot of stops when you have a dog, is Bridal Veil Falls, just east of Chilliwack. And collecting place names is one of my favorite things to do on a road trip. This is my favorite so far. It has that name, I've read, because somebody once thought that the water tracing the rocks looked like lace on a face. It's about a 15-minute walk from the parking lot, pretty easy for walking, more of a walk than a hike, and the forest is just amazing. Now, back on Highway 1, the mountain views are drawing us on. And one of the things I love about road tripping is getting into that trance, watching the scenery as you coast along with the change coming just so gradually. We enter Hope, which is a small city on the edge of the mountains, and from there we have to make a stop. Mr. Dickens needed a road snack. He doesn't get ice cream every day or even every month, so this was a big time treat. Now, our planned stop for the night was in Kamloops at a hotel on the South Thompson River, and we found several families of Canada geese enjoying their evening on the water. We parked and sat down nearby to watch them. Kamloops is a lovely city, a sports town, a university town, a gateway to adventure, lots of skiing and snowboarding in the right season. In June, when we're traveling, it's great for wildlife watching. And beside the geese, if you might spot, we didn't, but you might see beavers, muskrats, even a few deer. By the end of the day, Mr. Dickens was pretty well tired out. It's his first road trip ever, and he was a great companion. I could see that he was ready to leave the SUV and go into the hotel. We used to have a small sports car, but this one is much more comfortable. Tomorrow we head east toward Golden and then the Rogers Pass.